Hello guys, a very good morning to one and all present here. This is Amrit Kaur welcoming each one of you on the platform Bankers Adda 24/7, which is Adda 24/7 English medium now and regulatory bodies and SO 24/7. How are you all doing? Quickly just put a thumbs up to assure me that yes, I'm visible and audible to each one of you. So yes, as promised, we're back again, same time, same place for the discussion of the in-depth analysis of the newspapers, and we'll be covering forward from this particular motivational quote, which is again very important, all in front of all of you, which is there. So guys, do it now, because sometimes this later word becomes never. This quote itself is so motivating. I really wish you all can read it before every session. So this will motivate you all a lot, because there is no word called never, no word called later, tomorrow. There's always word called today, now. Now is the time you have to do that. So all of you, make sure you have liked, subscribed and shared the session, which is very important for the upcoming sessions, so that you are aware of those sessions. So my dear, when we talk about this particular channel, yes, we are meeting 4 times here daily. Right from 8 a.m. in the morning, then 11 we're taking up a special batch for IBPS, RRB, PO and clerk. 1 p.m. I'm going to solve very special vocabulary again, focusing on learning and revision part right there in the session only. I will not give you any homework. Please go and revise these words, and we will just discuss them the other day. No, we will be revising there and then. And 4 p.m. we're taking up IBPS special batch again, specifically focusing on your clerk prelims. So moving forward, these are the coverage for today's session. If you talk about your revision words, your one-word substitution, phrasal verbs, some idioms and phrases, the vocabulary based on the article of the editorial and the analysis of the editorial, right? So the first word here in front of you is, my dear, unleash. Now, what do you mean by unleash? Unleash itself is a verb here, right? I can see Sangdil and Kunar Hebnum. Very good morning, guys. Titus, I can see you also. Very good morning. You were eagerly waiting for the class. All right, so the wait is over. Can you please make sure you have put a message on the Telegram and WhatsApp saying that yes, the session is live, and make students be aware of the same? Kindly, all of you, just do that, guys. So the first word of the day is unleashing. When I say it is unleash, unleash is a verb here which means to release, means to free somebody. So when you are giving you're discharging, freeing somebody, giving that freedom, losing, releasing, all those things are called unleashing, right? Unleashing. The next word here, if I say, is the antonym. Antonym here refers to the word called restrain. So free, lose, unloose, discharge and release is called unleash. You can anyways remember this word with unleash and unloose. Will make you a better clarity of making things clear at the back of your mind. And my dear, when I say they dig up bad assets and unleash terrors into them, means they are freeing, they are releasing the part of it. When I say paltry, paltry here is an adjective. First of all, paltry here is an adjective. Titus, are you there on Telegram? Can you just put a message there that yes, it is live? Let me just put it's live. Okay, so I have just added the message there. So the another word here is paltry. What do you mean by paltry? When I say paltry is an adjective, means something which is not worth it. Something which is not worth it means something which is worthless, which is pointless, is called paltry. Are you all aware of this word? Please, can you just put a thumbs up and tell me that yes, ma'am, this is clear? Come on, guys, please tell me yes or no. I want to have that yes or no. No, how will I otherwise be aware? Okay, paltry means something which is worthless. Now, something which is worthless is petty, trivial, pointless. Something which is of no use, of no worth is called worthless again. Right, so what other words? If I say a paltry sum money, a paltry sum of money, a worthless sum of money. So paltry here is what? Too small to be considered important or something. So something which is not important. Right, something which is of very small amount, of no use, pointless, and so many things. So petty, trivial, and opposite would be something which is of some important use, something which is worth it is also called opposite of the word paltry. So naval glory, naval pride struck him as paltry, struck him as worthless. Conviction, you all are aware of the word called conviction. So that action of finding somebody guilty in the court of law is called conviction. Anyone, Dipendra, JRF, Mishika, Arya, how are you all doing? Bache, can you all just make sure that you are aware of these words? This session is happening daily, specifically in English medium and at 8 a.m. I myself will make sure you are revising the words, making sure that you are learning them here and now, because this is the right time, right place to learn. I will not tell you to please just go home and get back to these words. Rather, we'll revise it here right now. So when I say, my dear, conviction, some particular judgment, some particular belief, when you're finding somebody guilty in the court of law, that is called conviction. So that action or finding wherein you are finding somebody guilty of crime in the court of law. So your judgment, your belief, all those things refers to this particular part, right? Moving forward with another one here. This is called, my dear, substantive, you can say substantive. Are you all agreeing with me? Please put a thumbs up here. Can I see the comments? Dipendra, JRF, Mishra, and Kumar. Again, Sangdil and Titus, this is, you all are here right now. So my dear, something which is significant, so having a firm basis in reality, so important, meaningful, and considerable. So something which is very important, something which is very considerable here, you can say, right? Something which is, what else you can come up with? Something which is very great, which is very important, is all related to the word called substantive here. So having firm basis in reality, so important, meaningful, and considerable. Something which is important, meaningful, and considerable. When I say, my dear, the word here is called abrogate. Abrogate means to repeal or to do away with. Now you are just repealing something. When you are repealing something, that is called, come up please, that is something called abrogating. When you are abrogating something, that is called repealing something, repelling something. Clear to everyone? Can you all just come up with one word each, please? Titus, Kumar, Dipendra, please, my dear, come up. So when you are doing something, putting an end to it, when you are putting an end to it. So when you put an end to it, what do you say? What are the other words which you will come up with the word called end to it? When you are abolishing something, right? When you are cancelling something. So the act of abolish, act of cancel. Now I'm sure this abrogate is quite similar to the word called abolish. Abrogate something, abolish something, right? You can also say just cancel something, reject something, vitiate something. Now when I say reject, I can also say vitiate something. Any doubts to anyone? Any questions coming to your mind? Please come up, guys. Look, I am not just giving one word for your understanding. Rather, I am giving you 5 words to make it very, very clear. Even after the word meaning is written, I am making sure 5 words and other are there clear to all of you, so that you can make it happen. In your mind, it can be very much crystal clear. When I say, my dear, it is ousted. So ousted is a word which is derived from the word called oust. Please put a thumbs up and make me aware that yes, ma'am, this is clear to each one of us. So ousted is a word which is derived from the word called oust, again, which means to discharge. Right. Now, when I say to force somebody out of a job or position or power, especially in order to take his or her place, I am specifically telling them. Bankers अड्डा पे class नहीं चल रही है. Let me just. I think it is live. Can you just check now? I think there was some error or issue. Can you just check now? Kshitij, my dear bache, can you just check? Right now I have just refreshed it. Okay. So moving forward is something when I say it is fired, when I say to cancel, when I say to let go things is again called ousted. So when I'll say let go things, to force somebody out of a job or position or power, especially in order to take his or her place. So when I am letting go something, when I say let off, released, all those things. Sam Gupta, very good morning. Bache, I think there was some technical issue because class is live from past, I can see 12 minutes. So on regulatory bodies, it's running from past 12 minutes, but here I don't know, some issue was there. Anyways, can you just put in a message now that due to some technical issue, the class was not, actually it was not able to probably show here. Otherwise, it was the class was running successfully. I don't know where went wrong here. Thumbs ups. Are you all good now? Good to go? Please tell me, guys. Sam Bache just put a message on Telegram as well. I don't know because it's on 2 channels. Maybe some technical issue was there. Alright, I really apologize. So Kanya Bache, the session was live from past 12 minutes. But then again, I don't know, there was some issue. It was not running here on this channel. Alright, so any of you who has just missed, kindly just view the session. Just replay the session probably. Right, I'll revise. I'll do a rapid revision. Okay, for everyone, those who have just entered the class, do not worry. We will be doing one rapid revision. The way we generally do every day, right? So, my dear, ousted is a word which has been derived from the word called oust. Now, oust or ousted means to let go things. When I say to fire, when I say to release again, right? Class wasn't started here. Okay. Do not worry. I'll just do a rapid revision for each one of you. Okay. Let's just focus here, guys. So, ousted means again to release. When you say to release, to let go, to fired. What else? What else? What picture comes to your mind here? So, fired, released, freed. What else can you say? So, to force somebody out of a job or position or power, especially in order to take his or her place, right? Moving forward with another word which is called here, contemplative. Contemplative, my dear, is an adjective here. Which means thoughtful. So, thoughtful means quite reflective, quite pensive, and the opposite here would be very, very active. Any doubts to anyone? I can see here now. Kshitij, Sukanya, Sam, and here there are many students today. Please, can you tell me, guys? Dipendra, JRF, Kunar, and Kshitij. So somebody very thoughtful means somebody who is in very deep in thought. Somebody who is thoughtful here means deep in thought. Right. So when I say deep in thought, this also means that somebody who is very introspective. Now this is the time to introspect things. Have you ever heard this is the time to deeply think over the things which you can or which can be really given a thought to it. So wait for a while. Introspect things means think deeply for a particular thing is called introspect. Right, guys? Introspect, deep in thought, when you're just thinking very deep, when you're quite reflective, quite pensive, quite thoughtful, when you're, again, now you are introspecting means you're trying to meditate. So it is also called meditative. It is also called meditative. Now, contemplative. Try to be contemplative, thoughtful, introspectful. Clear to everyone here? Now when you are thinking, now you know, I in my 1 p.m. session I told you, when you are very much deeply thinking, that is also called pondering. You are just pondering. So you can also say ponder, or pondering means thinking. Again, introspect means thinking. So many words, guys. So these are some simple words, but when we talk about examination based words, they would be contemplative, introspective, pondering, pensive, reflective. All are exam based. Now, guys, okay, thank you so much, Sam. So my dear, now this is the time we are in examination. If some clause tests are asked to you, if some fillers are asked to you and so on, you will be able to answer them there and then. Now, blistering means what? Have you ever heard about the word called blisters? Blisters. So something which is very fierce, something which is very vicious. Now when I say blistering, blistering here is a savage. Blistering here is a savage. Any doubts to anyone till here? Come up with your doubts, please. So something which is very, you can say something which is very fiery, fierce, fiery, something which is very heated, right? Oh, Anil Mondal, you want SSC badge from me? Okay, but I am not there in the SSC batch. First of all, I must bring it to your notice. And meanwhile, the student, those who are just asking, please, I will just take a while. Do not mind. I am not trying to promote something here. I am trying to show something here to each one of you, that what all batches are available. Just on the Adda link, which I have just clicked, the very first link, you can just type in my name here, putting Amrit Kaur. And the moment you write in Amrit Kaur, please see the batches now which are coming in front of you here. My dear, you can see the NABARD grade A, again for the economic and social issues. It's a complete foundation batch. For NABARD grade A, complete foundation batch. For the agri and the rural development, ARD, Mission RRB, PO and clerk, and this grade B foundation batch. All these batches 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 batches are there on the store. You can just go check, and to avail the maximum discount, you can use code Y536 for all these batches. You will be able to apply the codes here, right? All right, moving back to the slide. Blistering is all you all know now. Something which is very vicious, something which is very fierce, which is very fiery, fierce, something which is very sizzling here is referring to a word called something which is hot in texture. Hot in holding something, when something is very hot, when something is very heated, right? Something very heated in that particular terms, right? Savage, vicious, fierce, something which is very fiery, something which is very boiling, you can say boiling sort of thing. Kshitij, please tell there also on the other channel also to students to please join the session on telegrams. That is very, very important. So all of you, Anil and everybody, you will be getting all the, the PDFs. So that is not a problem. In any case, you will be getting the PDFs, right? Any doubts to anyone till here? Shall we move forward? So when I say assertive, now assertive is something when you're quite confident, when you have that self-confidence in yourself, you're confident, and when you say very forceful, I'm very confident, quite assertive, assertive statement. Some clear picture, assertive picture. Right. So antonym here would be retiring. The job of a salesman calls for assertive behavior, calls for some confident behavior. That confidence should be there in them. Right. Any doubts to anyone till here? Please come up. Please come up, guys. Assertive, yes or no? You have to tell me. Next is adumbrate. Adumbrate is foreshadow something. When you darken or when you outline something is called adumbrate. Have you heard this word before? Please come up with a thumbs up or please write yes or no. Have you heard this word before? Please tell me in a one word here. Please tell me. What do you mean by the word called adumbrate? Foreshow. Foreshow means, foreshadow means what? When you are indicating something. Right. Now when you indicate means what? You try to, I told you one word in past few lectures of mine. The word was obfuscate. Anyone having a clear picture of the word called obfuscate? You remember this word? We did this. So adumbrate is something when you foreshadow. Foreshadow means you indicate something, you obfuscate something, you try to portend or just suggest or sketch. Now when you are indicating means you are suggesting something. You try to draw a outline of it. Outline means draw a sketch of it, right? So outline is also called to draw a sketch of a particular thing is called adumbrate. Guys, trust me, there is no other way as simple as this to understand, because even after writing 3 words here for you, 4, 5, 6, 7 and the word itself, you are learning 8 words in just one slide. Adumbrate, indicate. Just try to adumbrate. Clear? Any doubts to anyone? Thumbs up if you breathe. Very good. So any doubts to anyone, my dear, please come up with the thumbs up and assure me that yes, this is clear to each one of you. Please tell me. Where are the students here now? Those who were here? Yes, very good, Mondal. It is obscure also. Very good. Excellent, excellent. So moving forward, guys, from here, from this word, to light up something, to illuminate, the setting sun adumbrates the bridge to create a scenic view. Now, when you're creating a scenic view, it's called adumbratic. The first idiom is bite off more than you chew, means try to take off a task too big for yourself. Now, you're biting off more than means try to take a bigger task. Try to take a task which is a bigger task. So try to take on task too big for oneself. Moving forward with the phrasal verb. Phrasal verb is pass out. We have already done this word called pass out, which means bache to unconscious. To means here to unconscious. Right. So now what do you mean by the word called unconscious here? Please come up. Come up, please. Who will come up with the answer? Very good. So to become unconscious for a short particular time, when ill, badly hurt or drunk, I was hit on the head and passed out, means I was unconscious for a short period of time. Now moving to the very important part of the day, which is the article reading here, which says in the political thicket. Right. Now, what do you mean by the word called political thicket? It is there in today's heading only. In the political thicket means in the political bush. Political bush, when you talk about the green plants or something, that's called bushy areas, bush, right? That's also called some dense growth of some small trees, bushes, you know, na, small bushes. You children generally hide behind the bushes in the park. Small dense trees, you can not trees, plants, small dense plants, you can say, or the bushes, exactly. Right, so this is called a bush here. So in the political bush means in the political dense political small areas. Now here we'll be discussing about election of Speaker of the Maharashtra Assembly revealed governor's partisan role. Now this is very clearly telling us here something which is here very clear to us is what do you understand by this, guys? What do you understand? So election of Speaker of Maharashtra Assembly. Now when we're talking about the elections which are happening in the Maharashtra Assembly, they are being what? They are revealed by governor's partisan role. So they are revealed means they are exposed here. When I say about partisan means, guys, when you talk about some devotee here, right? Talk about some devotee here. You talk about some follower here, that is called a partisan. Clear to everyone? Any doubts, any pictures which is not clear? So herein we'll be talking about the dense political bush which is in a political thicket. Election of Speaker of Maharashtra Assembly, discussing about the Maharashtra Assembly Speaker's election. This exposed the governor's devotees or the follower role. This revealed the governor's interested role, follower, devotee, right? Moving forward, I will give you, bache, 25 seconds to read this particular paragraph. If you want, I can give you even more time, but make sure you're coming up with the right make sure you come up with the right conclusion to it. Now you all know what regime is. When we talk about regime, you all know that. Okay, so the time is up. I think all of you must have read this by now. Oh God, this is not moving now. Give me a while, please. Okay. Okay, this is now the bacha talking about the office of the Speaker in the Maharashtra Assembly was vacant for nearly 17 months. but it was filed up by an election held within 2 days of the new regime taking over. Now you all know what do you mean by regime here. When you talk about the leadership here, that's called regime. So when you talk about leadership here, where were we? Here, it's called regime. Right. So the office of the speaker in the Maharashtra Assembly was vacant for nearly 17 months. This is talking about, and this was filled up by the election held within the 2 days of the new regime taking over. Now herein this is saying Rahul Navekar of the BJP won it 164 votes in his favor and only 107 against, a margin that reflects the extent of support that CM Eknath Shinde enjoys in the house now. So guys, this is very clear here, and they're discussing about the number of seats, which is won by whom and what is happening here and who is the ruling one here. What facilitated Mr. Navekar's election was the change of heart on the part of the governor Bhagat Singh Koshari, who has been refusing to fix a date for the election. Now herein this is discussing about, first of all, two things are very clear. Rahul Navekar, who is of BJP here, one thing is very clear, and then the CM. Then they're talking about the CM, Mr. Eknath Shinde, who is enjoying in the house right now. So Mr. Navekar of the BJP party, he was a change of heart on the part of Governor Bhagat Singh Koshari, who has been refusing to fix a date for the election. In a partisan manner, now again in a devotee or in a follower manner, partisan, you all know that, in a partisan manner here, that become a typical of governors, Mr. Koshari has been citing the pendency of litigation. Now see, so many new words together. Litigation, you all know now. Litigation is, my dear, when you talk about some legal things here, is called litigation. Do you all agree with me over here? Yes or no? Please tell me. Yes or no, guys, please tell me. So when I talk to you about the word called pendency here, it is that state wherein things are undecided, undetermined. When things are not decided, it's called pendency of litigation. So pendency of legal things, when things are undecided. Undecided, not decided, undetermined here you can say. Clear to everyone? When things are not decided here. Can you all please understand this? Guys, put a thumbs up. No. Sangdil, Princey, Yuvraj, Sam, where are you all? So litigation here is when you talk about the legal things here, the act of processing some lawsuit, some legal things. This is all related to the word called litigation. So some undetermined litigation that is related to the amendments to the assembly rules on the mode of electing a speaker. Now to avoid fixing a date as required by Rule 6, even though the Supreme Court is yet to dispose an appeal in the matter, the governor seems to have quietly withdrawn his objection and fixed the date for the speaker's election. Now I think, my dear, the paragraph was quite easy. There were just few words which were not clear, and I had made sure that they are clear at the back of your mind. So if we talk about the words called where were we? Yes, if we talk about the word called regime here, this is clear. When we talk about this pendency, litigation, what else is not clear? Partition, ticket, you all know that, right? Anything which was not clear, we got to know about the name here, CM's name. These all are the important things which I am marking. Got to know about the person who won with 164 votes, that is Mr. Rahul Navekar of the BJP party. All of these things we have read. I have now marked the keywords. So this is the key for reading comprehension. And if in case you think your reading comprehension is weak, you really think you want to get or you want to understand what reading comprehension is, how you can proceed and how well you can do it, my dear, I am bringing one special session at 11 AM today for reading comprehension only. Please join the session to make sure that you are understanding that part. Okay, so this is clear to everyone here, right? And then we also, even though the Supreme Court is yet to dispose the appeal, we read about this as well. So many things we have read and I have underlined also. Now please make sure I'm giving you 1 more minute to read this paragraph. Okay, please read. I don't know what happened to the timer. Yes, Yuvraj. Absolutely correct. Guys, 11 a.m. I'm bringing a special session on reading comprehension. Please, on the same channel, Bankers Adda 24/7 English medium. Do join the session. Oh, really? Sam Gupta, really? So today you will be doing that. And I have noticed students were saying me, yes, last class, ma'am, nobody is doing clause test, ma'am, nobody is doing para jumbles, nobody is doing reading comprehension. And guys, I have started a series of it. And if you talk about para jumbles, I took 5 good sessions on para jumbles with the trick, with the approach. I hope you all remember. I did good series of some clause test also, 2-3 lectures, good 2-3, I think 3 to 4 only rather. Now I'll be doing a good series of reading comprehension. Just be aware that you join the session. Shall we move forward? Any picture, any word which is not clear to? Okay, incumbents. Contrary, you all know. Partisan. I am marking the words. Erstwhile. Dissidents. You remember we did this word just 2 days back, dissidents. Who all remember this word, dissidents? Please come up and tell me. We did this, guys. So when I say incumbent, what do you mean by the word called incumbent? What do you mean by this? Come up, tell me. So when I say binding things together, that is called incumbent. Right? Dissident also, you know, when you are differing. When you are differing. It is only a courtesy of fact that the governor is a part of legislature that the assembly rules say that the governor shall fix the date for the speaker's election. It obviously means that the governor shall do so on the advice of the council of ministers. But incumbents in Raj Bhavan means, but it binds in Raj Bhavan, which says entertain a perverse notion these days that they exercise power at their whim. Now again, so many good words. When I talk to you about whim, what do you mean by the word called whim? Anyone who's coming? Sam Gupta. He's quite excited about RC, I think. So whim, my dear, whim means some sudden idea which comes to your mind. Some sudden idea means some impulse, you can say. Just in simple words, it is some sudden idea. Right. So entertain a perverse notion these days that the exercise power here, the exercise power, that their whim means that this sudden idea if any governor believed that they had any say in the matter of fixing a date for the speaker's election, it is both contrary on the constitutional scheme and a sign of playing in the political partisan role, means political follower or a devotee role here, right? Guys, are you understanding the topic? And the article is not tough here. It is quite easy, but the meanings which were not clear, I have discussed those meanings here with all of you. Anything which is not clear? Okay. One part of the problem was that the amended rule said, so one thing which was said by the this was that the governor shall fix a date. Now herein the governor should fix a date on the recommendation of the CMs. Now raising a doubt whether it was an individual piece of advice, the Bombay High Court however noted that there is nothing to suggest that the CM's opinion did not have the support of the cabinet or the constitutional provision that has been violated. As the erstwhile dissidents, now dissidents are someone who's differing. Erstwhile means, my dear, the former one. So erstwhile here is the former one, the old one, the later one. So former or old. This is called erstwhile. So the old and the differing one from the Shiv Sena, they have emerged here, the present day rulers, and demonstrated their majority in the assembly. Now these controversies means these things which were in controversy, which were in debate, some controversial things may mean little now. However, it again shows that the constitutional functionaries never rise above the political thicket. Now this says that these constitutional, आप पढ़ाते हो तो इजी लगता है और जब आप पढ़ते हैं तो टफ लगता है. Yuvraj, just come up. So my dear, things are very clear to all of us here. Now this constitutional function is they never rise above the political thicket. Thicket you all know now, we just read it in the beginning. Bushes, the political bushes, when you are in the dense political bushes. So thicket is a dense green bushes, small green bushes. Right, but I hope this is very clear to everyone. The topic was very easy, it was not tough. What we have discussed about the CM, how the role, how the partisans role, how they were differing, how there are functioning, the functioning is happening in the political thicket over here, and how you can say when you talk about the ruling CM, he is enjoying the seat now, he's enjoying his role now, and how the person, the BJP, Mr. Navekars, the person who's from BJP, again, from how many votes had he won. All these things we had very carefully done. What is the advice, what are the amendments, so all of them are very clear at the back of our mind, and we read so many good words here and the session also. So what did we learn part is very clear to all of us here. Moving back to something which is very important, yes, of course, again, if in case, my dear, you're looking forward for the test packs like Bank Prime Test Pack or IBPS, specifically RO, 95 test series are here just at 427, my dear, and this is just at rupees 800. These discounts are only available on the code Y536, as I'm sure you are aware. See guys, I do not know you are really looking for these test series, are you really looking for the courses, but it's a request to each one of you. However you are planning the things right now, like for this particular year or for the upcoming year, I'm sure you will be putting up, or you will be giving, or you will be taking the maximum exams. So it is always very clear, very clear concept to get some good batch, to enroll yourself in some good batch, to make sure that you are just clearing your exam. So this batch is starting on 7th of July. This is again very clear. Of course, focusing on your prelims and mains both, just at 1839 means 1800 rupees for 6 months, means for 1 month. This is again at good 300 rupees. So why 536? And again, anytime you have the option for Bank Maha Pack. Bank Maha Pack, in that will be 300 a month, and probably you are getting of course all the papers are covered, all the banking, insurance, the SEBI, NABARD, grade A, grade B, IBPS, SBI, RRB, all the papers are covered in that particular session, in that particular, not session, the particular batch, the Maha pack, the course I must say. Apart from that, yes, I told you the discounted price is this over here. So validity was actually 2 years, but now it is again double validity. The DV has gone now. It is not there. I told you, I kept shouting, guys, just go buy. This option will not come again and again. You won't be able to, get this option again. But any which ways, it's okay. Just go and check what all things are available, and of course this is very important to follow this particular thing. You can anyways use code this on any course you are looking forward for, and you can use the code Y536S for the book material, book or study material, and for the test series. Okay, and this is for the course. So 8 AM this session, 11 I'll be meeting for this, in which we are focusing and solving the reading comprehension. Alright guys, it was really lovely and exciting meeting all of you as always. I am Amrit Kaur taking a leave, and will catch each one of you in the upcoming sessions. 3 sessions I'm bringing for you. I'll see you all. Stay tuned, and please guys do come up with your lovely comments and compliments in the comment box once the session is over. Thank you so much. I'll see you all.